Okay, this time he can't get away. We're gonna capture that criminal Lalafell. Okay. Speak to him. Yep. You were tasked with selling the mini cactopods. So no unauthorized persons would have noticed. Got you. So Horn is somewhere on the premises. Pippa Maya went to the chocobo races. Recruit here yelled at him, but he didn't even notice him. It's almost as if he was calling the wrong name. A missing uniform. So the uniform's definitely stolen. Okay. Pippa Maya, always seen at the chocobo races. But could it be the brother? Who racks up MGP like crazy? The attendant left his post to escort a customer. Okay, so here's the choice location. Took me forever running around like an idiot. I didn't think they meant these things. I thought they meant the sabotenders that walked around. But no, if you want it, it's the one with the welcome sign. I don't know if the others have welcome signs. Well, that one does. But okay, so there's the welcome sign next to the actual entrance. Unless it's random. If a sense of something currently hidden to your gaze was visible from a different angle, why are you simply imagining things? The same from down here, you would not be able to witness if a Lalafell was going behind the counter. Okay. Pippa Maya Flower ignored a friendly invitation, went off to the chocobo races alone, you say? Something you don't hear every day. Never known the man to say no to anyone. Why, one time, a new recruit started calling him Mayor Pippi. He didn't even bat an eyelash. On the contrary, he just went along with it, like it's his new favourite nickname. Since then, all the newcomers have taken to call him Master Mayor Pippi. And Pippa Mayor's as happy as a chocobo getting scratched behind the ears to think he'd turn a deaf ear to one of his subordinates. And this is a JRPG, so Mayor Pippi would be the brother of Pippa Mayor, because they're twins. So how do we look at our, there we go, key items. Yeah. Yep. Explain the situation. We've got no objections. Yeah, the horn we're missing. We reckon it's Hogue. No one else was seen doing it. It's gotta be him. So he's our primary suspect. We're currently interrogating him. Do you have any objections? The true culprit is still out there. What? How could you possibly know that? One of the attendants' uniforms has gone missing. What's this you say? Oh, then let's proceed to the next topic at hand. Captain Deleuze and his men are all but convinced that Hugh is the thief. Have you uncovered any evidence to lead you to believe otherwise? Where's the horn? It's true that we haven't recovered it yet, but I assure you it's only a matter of time. It's hardly evidence of the man's innocence. What exactly are you implying? The horn was stolen while Hugh was still on duty. Let's see, if you just say so with such confidence, I imagine you must have uncovered something convincing evidence indeed. Well now, I do believe you've come to the heart of the matter, Mistress Kalinstar. If you would, just who you believe is truly responsible for the crime? Pippa Mayer. Whoa. You know, insert Phoenix Wright crowd noise. Me? Is this some kind of joke? I'm no thief, I'm an officer of the law. You'd best have some proof behind these accusations. Or I'll have you hauled into gaol faster than you can say Godbird Mandeville. The stolen uniform was Lalafell sized. And so what if it was the proof of nothing? You only need to look around you to see that I'm far from the only Lalafell in this place. But not all of a brother with eyes only for MGP. Well, wait, how do you know that? I mean, nonsense, I have an alibi at the same time the theft happened. I was at the Chocobo races. Now, have you know, I won myself a fortune as well. Ha! The joke's on you. Objection! Oh, well, yeah. Just asking the attendants there. They'll remember me. Why I'm one of their best customers. Objection! It was your brother that was there. Because people tried to call you by the name and you ignored them because it was not you. My most sincere apologies, Master Mayor Pippi. Master Mayor Pippi? Is this your idea of a joke? The least you could do is have the dignity to call a man by his proper name. What? Just the other day you told us that was your favourite nickname. Enough, Suspano! It would seem our game is up. Remarkable sleuthing, if I do say so myself. Of course you are correct. Hugh is not the culprit. I am, or should I say we are. Why would you confess like this? Oh, we must be an episode of Poirot. Master Mayor Pippi, there's two of you. What is the meaning of this? You'd better have a good explanation for all of this. I am Pippa Mayo, the real one, that is. The man who was posing at me into our ruse was revealed as my twin brother, Sasaspano. So it's not Pippa Mayo. Mayor Pippo. Whatever. Why do you want your name reversed as a nickname? We also have another brother. Oh. Okay, that's the one that had that name then. Some years younger than the two of us, he's our pride and joy, sharp-minded and fleet of foot. Sadly, one day our dear brother was stricken with a rare, nigh untreatable malady. He was told he had but moons to live, if that. Needless to say, Saspano and I was devastated. When the initial shock had passed, we were left with one thought. If we could not save the boy's life, at the very least we could make his biggest dream come true in the precious days he remained with us. Specifically, his dream to one day sail across the heavens on his very own Sabatenda Emperada. I knew of his wish quite well, having often observed him eyeing its glorious succulent form longingly from my post on security duty. And so in hopes of granting our dear sibling's dying wish, Saspano and I embarked on a single-minded quest to accumulate as much MGP as we could muster. Saspano, in particular, displayed quite the aptitude for games, and soon became known as one of the Source's most successful regulars. The points accumulated rapidly and in great quantities, but our brother's condition was declining even more starkly. We were racing against time, and seemed destined to lose. So as the idea came to us out of sheer desperation, we would use the hustle and bustle of the festival as a cover, sneak behind the counter, and pilfer that which would make one ill-fated man's wildest dreams come true. The rest played out exactly as this insightful adventurer deducted. Little did I expect I'd be found out before I could even sneak the horn past the guards. Indeed, it all makes sense now. My sincerest apologies, good sir. To think not only did we wrongly accuse you, but that the true culprit, one of them at least, was one of our own. Using your position and knowledge as a security officer to mastermind such a heinous act, can you two even begin to comprehend the gravity of your crimes? I'll see you rot in the darkest gaol. Wait. I beg of you. Might I be allowed to speak for one moment? I come from a poor family of refugees. Before they graciously hired me as a sorcerer attendant, I lived alone with my mother. For years, it was a constant struggle to put food on our plates. We feared that each coming day would be our last. Often, I'd hear my mother sobbing all night, unable to hold back the grief and pain she hid inside for her son's sake. One day her name day was approaching, and I had thought, once, for one day in her life, I would do something that would bring a smile to her face. And so I got her a ring, or more accurately, I stole it. I regretted the act almost immediately, but it was too late. I was soon apprehended, I was dismissed from my job as a labourer, and I was told I would never find work in this town again. With not even the coin to buy a scrap of bread for tomorrow's breakfast. I fell into utter despair. My life, our lives, was surely over. I was certain. It was then that a kind soul reached out to me. That kind soul was none other than the very man whose gold ring I tried to steal. I speak of the owner of this gold saucer, the one and only Lord Godber Mandeville. He made me swear, I promise, that I would never turn to thievery again, and offered me a position as an attendant here, if I would obey. I am far from a wealthy man, but the remuneration has been more than enough to provide my mother and I with a better life than we could ever have imagined. I was deeply wounded, of course, when I was judged by my less than upstanding history and wrongly branded a thief. I understand all too well the unfortunate circumstances do not justify turning to crime, and yet, hearing Master Pipameo speak just now, I can't help but feel for him. And so, I beg of you, for little this might count for, do not go overly hard on the man. Ah, your plea has been heard, my good man. Nice shorts, dude. Captain Deleuze, if I might have the floor for a moment, I'd make a few propositions. Proposition number 1. In my capacity as owner of the Mandeville Gold Source, I hereby gift Pipameo and Tassapano's dear brother one Sabatenda Emperada on the house. The horn was a gift, meaning that no theft has taken place here today. Thusly, there is no crime for which you need to answer to the authorities. Such boundless generosity. As for you, Pipameo and Saspano, as I said, you need not answer to the authorities for what you did today. You will, however, answer to me. The words of Hugh here speak to me, so in that light, I would make my second proposition. To answer for your actions and repay me for my gift, I propose that you serve a period of community service to be performed under my direct oversight. Pipameo, you are to don a senior Sabatenda suit and serve as a caretaker's assistant in the children's ward in Frondale's Frontistery? Whatever that is. There, you'll do your best to provide succor and good cheer to the poor children who suffer as your own young brother does. This, however, requires you to undergo strict training until such a time as you are able to perform a perfect senior Sabatano shimmy. Do you accept these conditions? Of course. I do with pleasure, Lord Mandeville. Now for you, Saspano. I dare say your knowledge and expertise regarding all things gold silver rivals almost any in the realm. You'd be ashamed to let those go to waste. And so I propose that you serve as a chaperone for those children suffering from symptoms less grave. You will show them about the gold saucer, that their hearts may lighten and they might forget their pain for a time. I trust you have no objections, Captain Deleuze. I am a humble sellsword in the Syndicate's employ, Lord Mandeville. Any judgment you render is my honour and duty to see carried out. Oh, very well then. I do believe we can now consider this matter closed. So he started with theft, and it all ended so wholesomely. Whoops. Simply incredible. Thanks to your peerless detective work, my dear friend's innocence has been proven, and fair justice has been served to one and all. Lord Mandeville granted Pippomeo and Suspano a brief reprieve before beginning their sentence, that they might deliver the Serpentando Imperada to their brother in person. I can only imagine how his eyes will alight to their sight. True, you've saved the day in more ways than one, and for all of us here at the Gold Saucer, we're in your debt. Thank you, my friend. Yay! We did it! We solved the crime!